We are cutting George's hair.
Right, what's the reason for it? I'll put a picture up now of the picture I took yesterday, right?
It's making me emotional because he's got beautiful curls, but he won't let us wash it properly, he won't let us brush it, he won't let us tie it up.
Stop banging!
So...
The options are, we leave it as it is, and I'm going to cut your hair?
No, can't.
Yes. Hair cutting doesn't hurt. I've cut his hair before. I'll put a link in the top of the video. He's laughing. He likes to feel of mine. Go and sit down then. Amy doesn't want it cut because she likes it long. I don't dislike it long. There's problems with it being long. He eats it. It's got to that terrible length where you can't do anything with it. He won't wear it up. Amy's just tried again to put it up in a high bun so all that's not all over his eyes. He won't have that in, will he, for 10 seconds?
No.
He won't have a loose ponytail at the back, like leave it to get a bit longer.
No.
To get it into a sort of a nice loose ponytail at the back, which we'd be fine with. I wouldn't mind if he had it down his back and didn't tie it up, but he's not letting us maintain it. I asked Amy how many times does she brush her hair a day, or how many times do women. I've never had long hair. Amy said like more than 10 times she brushes her hair a day.
I'm going to get emotional. Adam obviously wants to film it for a vlog. I'm going to get emotional because Matthew suits short hair, George suits long hair, but at this length and the fact that he won't let us do anything, it's just unmanageable.
Literally last time the cut was fine. It was a grade 2 on the sides and back, and like whatever on longer on top to have it swept over and gelled. But that only stays at that nose for a month. Then I don't particularly want to take him to the barbers when he's kicking me. He doesn't want to go. So my argument is, I do my hair, look, I've done it last night. I do it at 0.5. If I do it at 2.5, it's a bit longer. It's not going to look so, as Amy said, a thug. If I do it every time I do mine, which is about every 2 weeks, if I did it every 2 weeks, it would take me 3 or 4 minutes because it's already going to be short, right? It's literally just going to be skimming over, taking the length off a tiny bit. If I get him used to doing that every 2 weeks, in a year that would be 26 haircuts, right? So if I can do this for a year, then the theory would be he'd sit in a barber's and we'd be able to let it go a little bit longer between it, like me cutting it and them doing it the first time, and then maybe we could start getting it into, like I always had it into a side parting again. That's my idea. Amy doesn't want it cut, but let's be honest, you don't want the alternative either, do you? You don't want the alternative going up there and getting kicked for a half hour, 40 minutes.
No, because it's painful.
Yeah, and he doesn't like it, does he? He hates doing it. So surely, comfort at home, sitting down, me skinning it, he's gonna get annoyed me doing it. He is going to get annoyed.
Right, let's just get on with it then.
So,
Let's
go.
Good day. Look.
That didn't hurt. Don't hit your tablet. Tickles. Tickle. It tickles. Look, ready? Tickles. Look. It tickles. Ready? Ready? Here's a tickle. Look, what? Tickle. Ready? Come here, lad. I can't see. There you go. Very gently. Look. Let me see here. Well done. Brilliant. Hang on a minute. You gonna have some chicken nuggets in a minute?
Chicken nuggets.
Right, come here, look. Let's finish. We've got to finish here. Look at me. Come this way. Face me. Look, like this. Put your leg up. There, like that. There. Ready? Look, very good. Yeah. There we go. Right, hang on a sec. Wait a minute. Right. Look, very gently. Well done. There, look. Look. You gonna feel it? Oh! You did it on me. Ready? See, look. It's nice. Look. Look. I'll do it very gently. Look, watch. Ready? 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 There. Doesn't hurt. What about here? Ready? Alright, you can go outside in a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Very good. Good. Let's see. What do we do here? Ready? Tickle. Really good. No sleep. No sleep down here. Ready? Tickle. It tickles, doesn't it? Come here. Wait a minute. I've got to do here. Look. Let me see. Let me see. Right. Move it here out the way. Out the way here. Tickle your ear. Come on. Sit nicely. Ready? Look, gently. Gently. Ready? Come here a minute. There, that better? Tickles? We'll try it this way. Yeah. Right, sit here though. Daddy, do it. Sit down. Right, there. Right. Very nicely, gently, look.
He's run off with the clippers.
One more bit, yeah. One more.
Oh, it's criminal. Look at all the curls.
Is that better?
Better.
Is that better? Is that nice? Hey, let's have a look. Well done. Handsome. Look at your hair. Look at your hair, that in the picture, George. Is that nice? Well done haircut. So, what do you think?
Oh, I know it was
Prickly, isn't it?
better for
Spiky.
him, but devastated.
George. Feels nice. Nice and clean. Let's have a look. Let me see you. Look at me. No, look here. Look at the camera, so I can see you.
No.
Yeah, I could get that later though. Happy? Happy with that? Good job? Yes! As much as Amy wasn't keen getting it done, look, mine, that's mine. I don't know if you can see mine. Look, I'm obviously going bold. Mine's a 0.5. That was a 3. So that's like the length he's had when they do it on the side and the back when he's had a haircut at the barbers, and obviously, but they leave the top longer, obviously, make it look a style. He won't sit there whilst they're then cutting it, scissoring it, or to blend it all in, which is the reason why, as I told you, just go for the all over, one grade. And that took, how long did that take me? 10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
And bear in mind, we did let him go and run through the garden once with it half done. But he sat there pretty well, to be honest. And there's a couple of little tufts, like little bits that maybe I could. But when I do that in a couple of weeks' time, I'll get them level. So yeah, it's all done. I'm glad it's been done, because this haircut situation's been building and building since he had it cut in October. So, and we're talking May now, so we're talking like 9 months ago. So yeah. So as Amy said at the beginning of that video, where she was worried about cutting it all off, I'll just address a couple of reasons why, some of the main reasons why. So we last took George, when was it, October?
I don't know, I can't remember.
I think it was about October. I took him to the barbers, which is local to us, where Matthew goes. Matthew has like a grade 2 on the side and the back, and obviously longer on top because he wants it brushed down the way he gels it and stuff. George won't have any gel in it or product in it. He doesn't want us brushing it. Even when it was shorter, he didn't like it getting brushed. His hair's naturally curly, Matthew's isn't. I think if his hair was straighter, it'd probably be easier. Do you think that would be the case if it was straighter? It'd be easier to maintain it. So his hair's like mine, naturally curly. Well, when I had hair. This isn't where I want him to have a skinhead, particularly. I'd rather him have his hair like Matthew's, and hopefully we can get to that point So the theory behind it is, I cut my hair every about 2 or 3 weeks. I would say roughly,
Yeah.
but every 2 or 3 weeks. The theory is that first cut's always going to take longer. When we last took him to the barber, it took the guy about 35 minutes to do a grade 2 on the side and back. And where they then cut with scissors, where they blend it into the longer hair, that's what George won't sit there. Because of the time it takes, and obviously they're doing it with really sharp scissors, it's quite dangerous. He's kicking. And bear in mind, this whole time he'd be healing me in shins, or Amy, when Amy tried doing it before when he was smaller. He would spend headbutting me in the face, which is what he did last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He headbutted me in the face with the back of his head, which I can tell you now hurts, really hurts. In the nose, like it felt like he broke my nose, and I know what that feels like. I've broke it a few times. If you can't tell by looking at a picture of me, it hurt. I'm not in a position where I want to sit and hold him at a barber's, screaming, because that's what he was doing, wasn't it? Screaming, shouting, headbutting, scratching me, biting, kicking, spitting everywhere, like all the hair everywhere. He wouldn't wear the cape in the barbers. He did put the towel on him for a bit there, didn't he?
Yeah, for a bit.
I put a towel on him and put a peg on it. That seemed to help a bit, because that when I took the main hair off, at least it wasn't all on him. It took half the time, because I'm just doing it at 1 grade. Maybe 1 grade higher would have been better, but I could only, on that clipper I've only got a grade 3. So that was as close as long as I could do it. It helps then, because at least then his little dip in his neck, I could get it shorter. If it's longer, that leaves that longer, so it makes it a bit weird. So I'm hoping, if I can do his hair every time I do mine, which should be every 2 to 3 weeks, in a year we're talking 20 plus haircuts, as opposed to him going to the barbers in October, and now we're in May, so that was October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So that's 8 months, nearly 9 months, where he's not had a haircut. He's not ever going to get used to it or desensitized to getting his haircut and sitting there, you know, even though he might be a bit flinchy, without kicking, headbutting and all that. And if he has it done once or twice a year, it isn't enough. So the theory is, I'll cut it like this for the foreseeable future until, if it gets to a point where Amy goes, I want to try him at the barber's, then I will leave it a couple of months, and then she could take him and maybe they could style it a bit better and get it a bit more fashionable, and then that'll probably make Amy a little bit happier that it's not so down to the bone. But he's quite happy with it. He seems. Do you think he seems happy with it?
Yeah.
To me, he seems happy with it. He likes feeling mine anyway, so he's doing that on his own head all the time. So, and he's gonna not have that long hair sweating with it. He hasn't gonna get it brushed because it's so short. Washing it will be just like putting a bit of the body wash in his head. He doesn't need to put shampoo and conditioner in it. And I just think it's so much of a better idea. Less chance of him getting it messed, wet. He doesn't like it when he comes out the bath. He doesn't want it brushed. And because of the curliness, it's so tangly, it just gets matted. So, yeah. That's the reasons. Not that I need to explain why so much, but just want people to understand why we've done it. It's not like I want him to look like me, because I don't. But I think it's the best option for now until he gets to a point where he can, how do you call it? Tolerate.
Yeah.
Tolerate sitting in a chair without kicking a guy who's just trying to do a haircut. Even though I will say that the guy that done his hair last time was amazing. He's got autistic children himself. Bless you. Multiple autistic children. And he totally gets it. He even let us book in as the last person of the day. But it still didn't take away the fact that George is kicking him, trying to kick the furniture in there, whacking mirrors and things like that, because he doesn't want to get it done. So, and he sat a lot better there getting that done than he did in the barber's. So I think it was a success. Let us know what you think anyway. If you look at the thumbnail, you'll see what it was like before, and there was absolutely no way we could style it, brush it. We couldn't clip it up because he wouldn't keep it up. Don't get me wrong, if he would let us brush it or put it into like a man bun or a ponytail or something, it wasn't all in his eyes, I would have been up for keeping it totally. But the fact that he doesn't even want me to wash it and brush it ever, it's just unmanageable really. So until then, he's going to have it like that. and we'll see how we get on. But if you want any tips on how to do an haircut,
Don't ask you.
if you want any tips on how to do a buzz cut or a skinhead or whatever you want, just drop a message in the comments. It's easy enough. I've been doing mine since I was 12 on my own head, so I hated hair myself personally. So yeah, leave a message in the comments. Amy's a bit sad because she loved his hair, his beautiful curly hair, but the fact that he just won't let us maintain it is the main reason. And also the other thing, he started eating it again. He was eating it again the other day. So he pulls it out and eats it, and then the doctor said that that can be dangerous for him. So this is another factor in it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that little tutorial. Matthew didn't take it very well, and he said, why would I cut his hair like that, and started moaning about it. But Matthew's not the one that's holding him in the chair, getting kicked and headbutted. So yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.